Hi, I'm Chief Gary Sparks with the Douglasville Police Department. Today we want to give you some safety tips concerning traffic stops. Take a look.
So you look in your rear view mirror and see flashing blue lights. What do? Remain calm. Yield to the right and pull your vehicle over into an off-road area that is safe for both you and the officer. Put your car in park. Remove your foot from the brake and turn the radio off. Remain in your vehicle. Have your driver's license readily available for the officer. Keep your hands on the steering wheel, visible for the officer at all times. If you need to retrieve any items from the interior, explain what you're reaching for to the officer and avoid any sudden movements. Rolling the window down completely establishes a level of trust with the officer and allows for ease of interaction during the routine traffic stop. Be courteous and polite. Be cooperative and willing to follow the officer's instructions. During a routine traffic stop, the officer will return to his vehicle to run the tag and driver's license verification and complete a citation if one is necessary. Once the officer returns and approaches your vehicle, whether or not a citation or warning is issued, please remain calm, courteous, and cooperative. Sign the citation acknowledging you agree to appear in court, and do not dispute the citation with the officer. The officer will give you a court date to explain or defend your infraction.
Okay, ma'am. Like I told you, I did clock you at 51 in a 35 mile per hour speed zone. I did issue a citation, okay? This here is going to be your court date. I just need a signature from you stating that you received a copy of this citation, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Here's your driver license.
Thank you.
Along with a copy of the citation, okay? You have any questions or concerns for me?
No, sir.
Okay, well, you have a nice day, okay?
Thank you,
Thank
too.
you.
Following these few simple steps will help ensure a safe interaction for both you and the officer.
I hope these few tips help you as it relates to dealing with law enforcement and traffic stops. Not only in traffic stops, but in all encounters with law enforcement. We hope that all our encounters are safe for the citizens as well as for our officers. Again, we want you to be safe, and if you have any problems with the Douglasville Police Department, don't hesitate to give us a call and make your concerns known. I would add that Georgia is a right to carry state, and we hope that if you are carrying, that on these traffic stops and all encounters, please let the officer know that you are carrying. This will ensure your safety and our officers' safety. Thank you, may God bless you, and may God keep our community safe. We are one.
Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Elmer Horn with Douglas County Sheriff's Office, and we're here at one of our communities, and Sheriff Pounds is here with us. And Sheriff Pounds is very involved in his communities, and he come out. We brought out our grill and our smoker so we can come out and help cook for this community. And Sheriff Pounds himself has come out and helped cook with us, and he's here to cook and help these folks today.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the programs that I call Taking My Community Back. If you don't get out there and get involved in your community, you ain't gonna be able to get it back. And the sad part about it, we losing our young men at such a pace that it's unreal. We got to come up with something that will help us with these children. Got to. So this is what I'm doing. I love it. I'm out here in the sun. It's hot, but like I said earlier, we're gonna do these until we get that gap between law enforcement and the community bridge. We're gonna bridge that gap because we're gonna get out of here, we're gonna shake hands, we're gonna find out if they got any kind of problem we can assist them with, and invite them to the sheriff's office and come to the roll call. Just come see what's going on at the office. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you, Sheriff Pounds. And like I said, this is just one of many events that we bring this grill out to help with our communities and get involved. I'm here today at one of our community outreach days with our sound truck. And our sound truck is used for just what you see. We come out to community days, we play loud music, and be able to just have a good time with it and enjoy our community. At a sheriff's office, you get to see us in a little different light. We're not always out there writing tickets or locking people up. We come out to your community day and be a part of your day and help you celebrate your community. And this is just one of the ways that we can do that, was with our sound truck. We're here today in one of our communities. We brought our ice cream truck out. A lot of people like to laugh when I say the sheriff's office owns an ice cream truck, but this is exactly what it's for, is we bring it out to our communities. We give away ice cream. We don't charge for the ice cream. The ice cream is free. And we have partners in our businesses in our community that help pay for the ice cream so that we can give it away for free. And we give it away. We go to schools. This is just one of many events that we bring our ice cream truck to. We go to the school systems. We come out to community days, block parties. We just come out and see you and help you enjoy and celebrate your community. Thank you.
Hey, I'm not in right now. Sorry, leave me a message.
I just wanna love you. Meet me at the hotel room, or you can come over. So many things I wanna do to your body, driving me crazy. I just wanna love you. Meet me at the hotel room, or you can come over. So many things I wanna do to your body.
Not today. Welcome to Bedroom Chronicles. I am Mercury's Rising, your host, and
your co-host Tacoma Washington here tonight.
So we hope that you will join us in this nice. Well, please join us and call in if you have any questions during the show. And okay, and Tacoma is going to tell you about the little click the button and share.
Yes, good evening. Welcome to another edition of Bedroom Chronicles. And folks, before we get started, we always like to ask if you could click that button down below, hit that like button, and subscribe and share us. By all means, leave comments. Let us know what you're thinking about these adult topics, past and present.
Keep talking.
So tonight's first topic is going to be, do you secretly keep in contact with your exes?
Yes, sir.
Do you secretly keep in contact with your exes?
Can you hear that? Okay. Do you secretly keep in contact with your exes?
Okay, so my opinion about that is it depends. It depends if you guys have children in common. Well, that's a given, so that's obvious. Then the answer would be yes. Or if you don't have kids in common, if you still have some financial things, left untied, then it's okay. But it's how you do it, Otherwise, I look at it as being sneaky. So don't be sneaky about it. I had I was in a previous relationship, and her ex used to call or text. I wouldn't say often, but he had called one time, and I got hot about it. I was like, you know what? I can understand, dated years ago, and but if he can't say what he wants to say to you in front of his wife, then he shouldn't be calling or texting. If it's a you're just keeping it in contact and it's above par, then it's fine. But if you can't say what you want to say in front of your significant other, don't call her phone. And that's the way I feel about it. What do you think?
I'm a little different with that.
Okay.
Because, exes. I've never secretly kept in contact with my exes, because if my exes are in a relationship, I don't bother. But if it's a holiday or something, I just send like a
happy whatever.
Merry Christmas, Thanksgiving, that kind of. That's a text message.
Nothing wrong
and
with
then
that.
they may respond back and they may not, but that's just it. Like when my daughter turned 18, I ain't had nothing else to say to her dad because child support was over with.
Okay, all right.
So, but even up until this day, she'll call and talk to him weekly, but I don't call and talk to him.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
And texts or phone calls like that, or they're all right, But again, it's that other person's mindset.
Yeah.
And like I said, it could be disrespectful. It depends. And there was a friend of mine that I used to date, and I had called her. It had been some years later, maybe 2 or 3 years. I was just calling to say hello, and she said, I'm married now. I'm married. I was like, she whispered like that. I says, okay, I understand. No disrespect to him or you and the household. And I hung up, and that was the last time I, reached out to her. I obviously that he must have felt,
some kind of way.
They must have had some type of conversation on that in the past. So I said, not a problem. I'm not going to be that one like Neo and do you still think about me? But I said nope, and I didn't call it ever since then.
Really?
That's just the way it is. I want to be respectful because I want to be respected in my relationship. And there's some cutthroats out there that just and it's 2 parts. It's that person and it's the person you're dealing with. They have to lay the law. They have to put lay that foundation. If they let that person know that it's okay, they're going to keep doing it. So
Wow.
I don't agree with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because even now, I think I've been divorced a couple of years now. And if I went to my ex-husband's house and I was like, "What took you so long to answer the gate? Give me your phone. Let me see who you've been talking to." I get his phone. He just give it to me, and I just look on. I said, "Well, I guess he ain't seen nobody."
Okay. All right. Okay.
So I never really had a problem with.
Okay. If you didn't, then that's good for you. It whatever works in your household and your relationship. The more that's what's best. What's best for you. Keep it peaceful and tranquil.
Well, I guess I haven't really been in that kind of committed relationship,
Okay.
other than marriage, that where I would want to the exes. So.
Okay. All right. Okay. So moving on, use of the word daddy. Use of the word daddy in the bedroom or just in general. Now, I'm a father of 3, girls. They're grown now. But years ago, I had an issue with that. I didn't like it at all. And, I just, being a father of 3 girls, it just didn't sit well with me. Because my daughters would call me daddy.
Right.
So I didn't want my wife at that time calling me daddy. But as they got older, something just shifted in me. So, my youngest daughter will be 25 next month. So I don't know how it shifted. So now I don't mind it, so, and of course now, it just seems like some women may have an issue with that. And I can respect that. I can understand that. So, if they do, then, but I'm not going to require it or, if it comes up in a conversation, do you mind? I don't even know how it does. How would that come up in a conversation? Hey, could you, but if she does, and like I said, now as they've gotten older, I don't think I would have an issue with it. But it's not something that I need, So, do you have a problem with that, or any of your girlfriends use that term freely? And even like in the supermarket, I've heard a woman refer to her man's daddy in a store, and it was clearly not her father.
Right.
So I was like, wow, bedroom was one thing, out in public, but I said, go ahead, player. Dad. Especially when they say it like that.
Mm.
So what about you? Do you like that term? Do you use it? Have you used it?
No, not really.
Not really.
I haven't used it. I may have gotten one request, I think, but I never got to use it. So I wouldn't have a problem with using it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So would you
in the house? Yeah.
In the house,
Yeah,
but
not in the store.
Not in the store. Not in Macy's.
No.
Not at the restaurant.
No.
You know.
Nope.
So would you find it odd if a man were to ask you, you know, hey, you know, could you call me daddy? Do you think that's would you find it odd? Do you think that's an odd thing for a man to ask?
No, I don't think it's odd because it's done. I've heard it. I've actually heard it before, but there have been like older couple like mommy and daddy or mommy and poppy, that kind of stuff. But other than that, no.
Yeah.
I don't think it's odd.
Okay. All right.
No. How about you? So, who calls you daddy?
Yeah, like I said, it's been so long, I forgot. You know, I'll plead the fifth.
Oh. You sure do a lot of pleading the fifth.
Got to. I know the law. I know my rights. Like I said, the last time I was called that, I didn't have an issue.
Sure. Oh.
I didn't have an issue, and I think now, my eldest daughter, you know, when she texts me, she won't say daddy, she'll say dad. You know, it just doesn't bother me like it did, you know,
when you was younger.
20 years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right.
Well then.
So.
It's not time for a commercial, so.
Not yet. Okay. So moving right along to our next topic. Is it okay to spoil your mate? What say you?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. All right.
I would love to be spoiled.
And as would I. You know, I do believe that to a degree, because what happens, you know, like when, and I know apples and oranges, like with a kid, if you spoil your child, then they become used to that, and then, you know, they may throw a tantrum if they don't get their way.
They do.
And, you know, people are creatures of habit.
Right.
What happens if you spoil your mate, let's say, you know, for Thanksgiving, for Valentine's Day, you know, you really go over and, you know, above, and then the following year, you just do something nice, but nothing, you know, grandstand. And she looks at it like, this is it. You know, you may spoil it. That's a chance you may take. But I don't have a problem with spoiling, you know, my mate. But you do stand a chance of, you know, possibly spoiling, you know, making them.
Well, I like the kind of spoiling where you spoil the whole year.
For the whole year?
Yeah, the whole year. Every year. Yeah. Not just for special occasions. So.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I wouldn't even say, you know, obviously, you know, mature adults would say there's no price tag attached to that.
Right.
You could spoil your mate with just anything, free things. You know, it's just the caring, the extra caring is just, you know, one thing that comes to mind, if your mate comes home and you're home before he or she is, you know, you can start the shower. Right. You know, especially if it takes a minute or two for the water to get hot. You know, you can run the water, let it get hot, so when she gets home, she can get right in, or turn the bed down. You know, if you see her starting to doze off when you're watching a movie, you know, you take care. You know, just as you prepare, you know, close up for the night, you can turn the bed down. You know, maybe put a little mint on a pillow. You get that hotel style service. But I don't have a problem with spoiling my mate.
Yeah, that's the kind of spoiling I like.
Yeah.
The intimate spoiling. The mindfulness of the whole thing.
Of course, yeah. It doesn't always have to have a price tag attached.
No, it don't.
But if it does have a price tag attached, you know, I don't mind that either. If I have it, she's going to have it, you know. And it just comes from the heart, you know, so.
Well, I prefer the price tag list spoiling. So I prefer
What's that?
That's where you do the simple things at home. Like she coming from work. So you know, I'm gonna have to just give my ex-husband his kudos, because if I come from work, he's like, take off your clothes at the door. He gonna throw them in the washing machine. He gonna run the water in the tub. Then he gonna have my bath salts and my soap, my towels, my 2 towels, and all fit right there. Yeah, and then when I get out the tub, he gonna say, you want something to drink? I cook dinner, that red chicken and all that stuff. All that stuff. So, but he's been doing it since I've known him. I don't even have to ask. He said, okay, I ran your bath.
That's
even
beautiful.
if I went today, he said, oh, okay, you was at your show. I run the bath water for you. I said, oh, okay then. I got you some new soap is under there, because I like the it's the scented Epsom salt, and I put that in my bath water to relax me, and then I put my good smelling soap in there. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I just sit there and I can see the TV from the bathroom and
That's
just
what's up.
chill.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he put this light in where you can turn it down, you can dim it.
Yeah.
Dimmer. He put that in there.
That's
so all
that's
that's kind of spoiling, because I don't have that at my house.
Okay. Oh man.
He's like, you got to turn one light off and turn
turn
another
it-
light on over there.
Yeah, I made sure. I said, that, number one, you got to install a dimmer in the dining room and in the bedroom. That's a must.
Okay.
I like that. So,
So yeah, he cool with that like that.
Yeah. Okay. And what happens if you were in a relationship where someone or your former mate spoil you, but your new one doesn't? Do you bring that up casually or?
No, I don't bring no. Nope. How he do his things is how he do his things, and how the ex-husband did his is how he did his.
Okay.
Nope. Even though I might be used to it, I just do it for myself then.
Okay. Yeah.
And then, and I might introduce him to it, so he might come home and I run him a hot bath. So,
Yeah. It all, whatever it takes to make that person smile, make them happy, just consideration, thoughtfulness. I still open doors for, for women, for my significant other. I still do that, And, I have gotten upset if she opens the door before I get around, let me get that, And I can understand you may not have been used to that. And then it doesn't take long for them, for her to get used to that. And I like doing that, And it was nice because I remember one day we were shopping and I opened the door for her, and another lady in another vehicle said, "Oh, that's so sweet. That is so nice. You don't see that often." Like, started blushing a little bit, but the small things,
So
big and small things.
Let's see if you're gonna tell this one. So, if you run a tub of water for a bath for your wife or your significant other. And let's say she likes the water real hot. Step in, put your feet out, and get back in a couple of times.
Okay.
And then when she get out of the tub, she said, "Oh, baby, the water is still hot. You want to take your bath? Would you get in it?"
Would I get in?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was talking to I was talking to some friends about that. And that's like, "No, that's nasty." I said, "No, it's not. He should want to get in your bath water.
Yeah.
He ain't drinking it. He's just getting in
He's
it."
just getting in it.
Yeah. It's a perfect temperature for his balls right now.
So that old saying, some players would say, "Baby, you so fine, I drink a tub of your bath water."
Yeah.
Man, that's drawing the line. I gotta draw the
is.
line right there. That's so,
It is.
oh man, or drink from your shoe. Yeah.
Oh, now it's commercial time.
Now it's commercial time. All right. Well, folks, you won't want to go anywhere. As always, we have some juicy topics, some juicy adult topics, and coming up next is should you marry your soulmate? Don't go anywhere when we return.
Hi, my name is Dynasty, and welcome to TV 1061. Join our network and broadcast your event live across the continent. Come to our studio and film and stream your talk show, sitcom, showcase, and broadcast it worldwide. Combine multimedia with your live stream. Independent filmmakers, show your movie and afterwards interview your cast live. Sponsors, advertisers, I'm talking to you. This is your chance for global exposure. These are very exciting times we live in. Traditional TV is all but a thing of the past. TV 1061 is now on the Roku platform with a viewership of 46 million and counting. Roku is an industry leader on internet TV. It is the most popular and fastest growing internet TV platform. If you are interested in developing and streaming your own show or movie, or coming in as a sponsor or an advertiser, please send your contact information with a short description of your interest to 1061tv@gmail.com. Thank you. Hi, my name is Dynasty.
Hi, I'm Michael Kyle, your funniest man on the planet, and you're watching TV 1061, your global network. Stay tuned, because that's how they do it over here. Big time party! All right.
Today's world exposes our youth to life experiences that are well beyond that which their years should allow. Violence, trauma, poverty, injustice. Our children's lives and their livelihoods are in constant danger. Wisdom, Inc. is a community-based organization designed to save young lives by reducing violence and assisting youth in their personal development. Wisdom stands for wise individuals structuring and developing youthful minds. Through our collective wisdom, we can change lives for the better. Wisdom, Inc., reducing violence, developing youth, saving lives.
Welcome back to Bedroom Chronicles on TV 1061, your global network, with your host, Mercury's Rising, and me, your co-host, Tacoma, Washington. Did I call you the co-host?
Yeah.
Did I? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay. No problem.
Okay, so should you marry your soulmate? Now, I'm dying to hear your thoughts on this.
And my thoughts on that is no. But a lot of people do. And I hear a lot of people say, oh, I found my soulmate. Oh, I married my soulmate. No, you married a lesson.
Okay.
Yeah, because soulmates are, well, soulmates can be, soulmates can be your mama, your daughter, your friends.
And I've learned this. I learned this from you last year.
And it can be a soulmate can also be a male, and you a male can be a female, and I'm a female.
Right.
So a soulmate is not necessarily the person that you're supposed to marry. Who you should be marrying is your twin flame. So your twin flame is supposed to be the other half of your soul.
Okay.
Big difference.
Big difference.
So the soulmate's supposed to be here for all the lessons that you learned throughout the years. Those were hard lessons. Those were your soulmates. So let's say I've been married twice. So definitely those two people were probably a soulmate and not a twin flame.
Okay.
Then you can be married to a soulmate and your twin flame comes along and you be like, oh, me and this person have so much in common. We mirror each other. Things that happen to you have also happened to me. Things that you like are also things that I like. It's just that you over there and I'm over here and you a male and I'm a female. But it still can be man and man and woman and woman. So if you are the twin flame and you're in a relationship, let's say you are married, but I'm your twin flame and I'm not married, and now I know that you are my twin flame because we done interact and we done talked, and I know what a twin flame is and all the characteristics of a twin flame. But you're married, but you starting to have these feelings for me, and you don't really understand why these feelings are coming into play because you happily married, and they get stronger and stronger as they go along. You can't get that person off of your mind, and you never really been with them intimately for you to have that intimate bond, but you still got that, man, I'm thinking about her 3-4 times a day. Oh, I'm thinking about her every day. What is going on? Then if you get in a relationship with that person, let's just say you cheated and y'all got together because that magnetism is just too much.
Too strong.
Yeah, so then y'all get together. Think that if you get together, well, maybe it'll just go away. Nope, it intensifies even more. So then it intensifies more, and it's going to get to the point where you're going to leave that wife or girlfriend for the twin flame.
Wow. Yeah. That's deep. That's deep.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So that works both ways. So you don't want to marry to your soulmate because that's a lesson. It's a lesson.
Not only is it deep, it's scary because that scenario you just gave. If you're in a committed relationship, if you're married, but you bump into your
other half. Now, this has it goes a little deeper. So I know you heard the number 144,000. And that's kind of biblical related. So the 144,000 is supposed to be those are twin flames.
Okay.
So out of the whole world, it's only 144,000 pairs.
Wow.
Those. So not everyone has a twin flame, but everyone has multiple soulmates.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Okay. Because like I said, I just learned this from you last year. But prior to that, I always thought. I mean, I guess like the majority of the population to marry. You would want to marry your soulmate. Someone is like, like the best friend. it's like my cousin and I, rip and run the streets, and I always thought, not that if he was a woman, but, the woman that I do meet, I wish that we had, those qualities that, and I think Chris Rock had said it best. You're not going to find, two people, one that loves Wu-Tang Clan and Seinfeld, But if you did,
right.
Wow, that'd be, that'd be great.
Yep. So let's say you dated 7 women. You dated 7 women in 10, 15 years. Every woman had the same attributes and characteristics.
Okay.
Basically, you treated all of them the same. Basically, the relationships ended the same way. Why? Because each one was sent here for you to learn a particular lesson that you didn't learn because it took you 7 of them before you learned it.
Yeah.
So
I remember you said that.
Repeating it
until you learn it.
Until you learn it.
Until you learn it.
Yeah. So, but you can, I just talk with my higher self, like, give me everything remedial. I don't want to repeat nothing 2 or 3 times. I don't want to go through all that pain. Just give it to me the most simplest way for me to learn it.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I know a bizarre question would be, what are the tips? What could you do to, like, if I could go back in time and say, right before I went to college, or or even go back a few years before that, a lot of people marry their high school sweetheart. Say you're in high school, and you feel a certain way, how that first love or that second love, feels intense. How do you know, unless you're unless someone imparts that wisdom on you, you're thinking soulmate, not flame.
Right.
And then, but, like, let's say if I told my son when he was, 15, 16, so he knows the difference between a soulmate and flame, is he going to wait around because he says, no, I know the difference of the two, so I'm going to wait around? How do you deal with that?
He's not going to wait. He has to learn those lessons.
Okay.
Yeah, but he'll recognize when she does show up. Like, I recognize when my twin flame show up.
Okay.
But my twin flame didn't recognize when I show up, or that he is a twin flame. So he has to stay over there and work on that and resolve all his issues before he's ready to come over here, even though I know who he is.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
Life is short, Life
but
is short.
in the process, I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting.
You're not waiting.
No.
Yeah.
But I just know he's going to come, but he can't come until he finishes, finishes work over there. When he finishes work over there, then he can come over here.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm not gonna. I'm not waiting.
You're not waiting.
I'm not waiting.
Of course not.
I'm working on me. And now I could be dating, or I could be just out there, but I'm doing more progressive things to work on myself. So I work on my spirituality. I work on my personal growth. All kind of stuff like that. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't do destructive stuff. I do stuff that's gonna build my character.
Just the opposite.
Yeah.
Just the opposite. Okay. That's,
So when he show up, when he gets the courage to show up, then I say, oh, good to see him. I know you was coming.
I really, I love when we just chop it up and I learn things, because like I tell my kids, grown as they are, you never stop learning. The day that I want to stop learning is the day that I'm want to not be here anymore, and I don't want that to come anytime soon. So I like that topic. So
yeah, it's
that's
pretty
a good topic.
good.
Yeah. All right. So moving on from that deep and in-depth kind of topic, on to the next one. Do you check your mate's phone? Do you check your mate's phone? Or let me ask this: if for a day, would you exchange phones with your mate?
I would, but he might be surprised by what he find in mine. I'm sure he's gonna get mad.
Yeah.
But look, when I was married to the last husband, I didn't really check his phone, but I would just go on it. I don't go on it looking for nothing, and then I would pick it up and answer it if somebody called.
Okay, now did he ask you to do that, or you just took it upon yourself?
No, he was in the restroom, so I just took it. upon myself to pick it up and say, "Oh, he's in the restroom. He'll call you when he come out." Yeah.
I have an issue with that.
It's we're husband and wife, so it shouldn't be an issue with me answering your phone or you answering my phone. He didn't have any. Well, he had all Menly apps and stuff on his phone. But I might say once or twice I might have looked at it, because I know how men do. Because you shouldn't have Billy Bob on your phone twice. Billy Bob 1, Billy Bob 2.
What happens if you know 2 Billy Bobs?
No, you know 2 Billy Bobs. No,
it's possible. It's possible. If we lived up in the the northern parts of Georgia, I could know 2 Billy Bobs.
Because I know he had his supervisor name in his phone, and they were real cool. So even after he retired from his job, he's like still had a supervisor. But you still got a phone number in here for you. Don't work for her no more.
Okay.
So, no, you should delete it. I told him that he should delete it because they were just a little too chummy. Then when I would see her at the workplace, she's like, "Oh, how's my whatever my husband's name was at the time?" She said, "Well, how's my?" I'm like, "Yours." So yeah.
You didn't care much for that.
No, but I still put on a that face that I said, "Oh, he's doing fine front."
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I tell you my personal experience. When I was married, I didn't have a code on my phone or anything like that, and to this day I don't have a code on it. And I would leave the room, with my phone next to her. That's how of an open book I was, and I loved that I was like that because, in previous, years earlier, previous relationships, I wasn't, I wasn't the best me I could have been. So I did leave my phone with it. And one time I said that, it was a Sunday. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I said I had to get some gas. I said it was Sunday. I think it was halftime. I said, let me go to the store and get some gas and come back. And I caught a flat tire without my phone, and I was screwed because anytime you're looking for first of all, do public phones still exist? By the time I found one, and then I was hoping, I was like, wow, 90 minutes have passed. I hope she sent out the search party. But I say that to say that I left my phone there, and knew it was there, in the living room with her. But I just said, I'll be right back, But now it's time for a commercial.
Wow.
I'll finish the story maybe when we come back.
Okay.
Up next, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, because after this we want to find out, is oral sex considered sex? You wouldn't believe some people they have the difference of opinion when we return.
Find a reliable source of CBD products. Introducing Holistic Wellness Boutique, a revolutionary collection of CBD tinctures, CBD topicals, CBD edibles, CBD pet products, and other relevant CBD products that help you incorporate CBD into your everyday lifestyle. The best part? Through our special Radiant Transformations program, Dr. Alea Daniel, PharmD, a well-regarded wellness coach, licensed pharmacist, and the mind behind the idea of Holistic Wellness Boutique, will also introduce you to a healthier lifestyle through proper education, nutrition, and a thorough medication evaluation to make the most of our exemplary CBD products. If you are struggling with a chronic condition, we can help you discover how to live a more holistic lifestyle through wellness coaching and the proper selection of hemp-derived CBD products. Visit holisticwellnessboutique.com to schedule a consultation or order an audacious combination of hemp-derived CBD products that will rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit.
Hi, I'm Harry Lennox, and you're watching TV 1061, your global network.
Hey, I'm not in right now. Sorry, leave me a message.
I just wanna love you. Meet me at the hotel room, or you can come over. So many things I wanna do to your body, driving me crazy. I just wanna love you. Meet me at the hotel room, or you can come over. So many things I wanna do to your body.
Welcome back to Bedroom Chronicles right here on TV 1061, your global network. You know who the host is, Mercury's Rising. And I am her co-host, Tacoma Washington. Okay, so is oral sex considered sex? Some people don't know the difference. And Yes, the answer is yes. Oral sex is considered sex. I think, going way back, Monica Lewinsky or the former President Bill Clinton didn't think oral sex was sex. It doggone sure is. It damn sure is. And I'm going to tell you this quick story. Okay, so a friend of mine has a friend of hers, and she was working at this new job, and she met this man. And they became chummy, and he invited her over the house to for drinks, and one thing led to another, and they had oral sex. She did him, he did her, and prematurely, mind you, because she didn't know this guy, but maybe a day or two. Bad decision, bad choice. All right, so then a week later, then she meets somebody else at her job that she's really feeling. She's getting to know this guy, and then they become an item. And they end up in a relationship, and bed each other, they have sex. All the while, the first guy, still working there, he's like, yo, what's up with that, And then, of course, go through the rumor mill. The second guy is going to find out, damn, I thought we had something here, and you let this guy go down on you, and you gave him a blowjob, and you just knew him for like 48 hours. She didn't consider oral sex as sex. Aside from, don't shit where you eat. My father always told me that. She didn't believe that oral sex was sex. What say you?
Yeah, I believe oral sex is sex.
Yes,
yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It is. And
Absolutely.
I know you believe that oral sex, because you said that's your favorite thing. You can't do without it last week.
Yeah, I don't know about my favorite thing, but it's got to be in there.
Yeah.
Now, and especially being a black
you said
man.
it's a must.
Huh?
You said it was a must.
It is a must. Okay. You caught me on it like, wait, stop. Roll the tapes. You said it was a must. Now, being a black man to deal with black women, I know doggone well, I know damn well that there would be no black women that I know that would not think that oral sex isn't sex. Because if I got busted, getting a blowjob, she would go upside my head the same way she would if it was just, penetration.
Right.
She's not going to, the severity of it is not going to be less. So I don't know, who thinks that? What planet are you on to think that oral sex isn't sex? So
yeah, oral sex is most definitely sex. It's good sex.
Yeah, you say good sex. and if it's done right, then it's damn good sex.
Yeah.
Sure.
Remember I told you that the lady killed her husband because he stopped?
Yeah. I was thinking about that after the show when that show, and I was like, wow, she couldn't.
Because he was doing it all the time, and he just willy-nilly stopped.
Now, doing it all the time or doing it all the time great?
Well, he must have been doing it all the time great. But if she was stupid, if somebody doing something all the time great, I'm not going to kill him. I might wound him a little bit, but I ain't going to kill him because who going to give it to her now?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. She in jail.
Yeah, exactly. And you know how they get down, so just like everybody else. But but oral sex definitely is sex. That is something else to think otherwise. If it's an act between two people that causes one to have a climax, that is sex.
Yeah, it is.
Even
if you ain't climaxed, it's still sex.
It's still.
You feel good still.
Feel good,
you might not get to that top of the mountain peak, but it still feels good.
Yeah. Because I was thinking of something off the wall, like yesterday I just had a massage, so I was thinking, all right, does this feel good? And that's not sex. It's a therapeutic.
It's sexual. It can be sexual too.
But it's so in my mind, when I'm on that table, I don't have no thoughts like that go through my head. I'm strictly there therapeutic.
Oh
but,
no.
I think the therapist had.
It's sex with a stranger.
I think she had a different agenda, and it could be my imagination. I think she had a thing for bald-headed men because she was really. It's just my head is not a muscle, but she was working it, and I was, and I'm like, I don't know, I've had massages before, and they made.
She went above your neck.
They may graze the head.
She went above your neck.
Yeah, she was massaging my head like like if you have a headache and you do the temple.
Oh, okay.
She did the temple and all over, just.
I could see if she did the temple, if she did it around here, and she did it like above your ear in the back. But this part.
She did the dome, the back, the sides.
Oh, yeah, she wanted you to take her home.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just make sure I won't,
You don't have your own personal masseuse.
Request, for her again. Yeah. Well, I don't know how we got off topic there, but. Oh, man. So the
So you always choose a woman when you go get a massage?
always.
I always choose a man too.
You choose a man? All right. I always choose a woman. The same thing with the proctologist. You know, I thought about it.
So you choose a woman?
You know, when I made my first appointment, I was thinking, do I really want to discuss this with a woman?
Yeah.
And I was like, yes. But there's
It's not the discussion with the woman. It's the size of the finger.
Okay, look at you. And I guess that's one of the reasons why I said, you know, I didn't want the man, but I ended up, I said, you know, I gotta go with the man because I don't want the, you know, I just couldn't do it. But you know, I didn't want the woman doctor. You know, call me crazy or call me just, you know, realist.
That's funny. I remember it was this doctor. She's like 5'2". This man came in there. He like 6'5", and she had a flashlight, and she was just back there, and she's like, "Come closer, John. Come closer." And I'm like, his butt is right here, but he to your face, and you got a flashlight, and you want me to come closer?
Oh man. Oh, listen,
that was funny, but yeah, it's the finger size.
It's the finger size. Oh, folks, by the way, I forgot to tell you, my pardon. Call us live. We're here live in the studio taking calls, 770-485-7724. That's 770-485-7724.
And remember, you can find our novels on Amazon and any place that they sell books locally.
Amazon?
Yeah, they got them on Amazon. Is Amazon right?
All
Yeah,
right.
ain't yours on Amazon?
It is.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for that.
Barnes and Nobles too.
Thanks for that shameless plug.
Men in My Bed and Chasing Waterfalls.
An erotic novel.
Yeah, both of them.
Yes. Pick them up, please. Support starving artists.
Yeah.
As we are.
Yeah. Evelyn, I know I owe you your book, girl. Every time I come home, the post office is closed, but I'm going to get you.
I'm going to get it out there?
Yeah.
She should maybe get the electronic version.
No, she already paid for it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to make sure you come through.
Yeah, she cashed at me, so
mail.
I just need to go and put it in the mail.
Okay, all right. Get that done. Get that done. Okay, so I wanted to ask, is it okay, or why is it okay for a man to date a woman who makes less than him, but not the other way around? Double standards suck.
It does. Now, I'm going to give you a personal note on that.
Okay.
So, I used to date this doctor. And at the time, I was a nurse. So, me and him had this discussion about money and brains.
Okay.
Some men with higher status prefer not to date women on the same level, which means they make, doctor. One is because they talk too much. They're just as knowledgeable as he is. So there's no debating in ever.
Okay.
And basically, they're not good listeners, and they're going to be confrontational. So I guess he actually was wanting someone that was more submissive, I would say. Just let him be the man, let him talk, and you can agree or not agree. So I was kind of in the middle. So if I disagree, I'm going to debate. If I agree, then I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
Yeah, you did make more money than me, but I see that as your money, not my money. So anybody that I date that has more money than me, that's their money. And that's why money don't attract me to anybody, because it's their money.
Okay.
If it was my money, it's a different story. But I'm a sharer, so I'm an oversharer. So
yeah, and that's the way you get down, and that's a good thing, you know. I've dated women, through the range, made more money, more than me and less than me, but I've seen, and I can't think of any instances offhand, where a woman, because I made less than her, didn't really want, mess with me. It could have been something else, but I've seen it. I've heard women say it.
Yeah, I've seen it too.
And I think that's a shame.
And I've seen it, and I had this. So I have quite a few male friends that, executive type or only on business or whatever, and they have a lot of money. But the women that they date don't make as much. They're making a good amount, but not as much. So. But they kept their hand in the man's pocket, and that was the complaint of the man. He said, "Oh yeah, she's fine, and she's this and she's that, but she got her hand too deep in my pocket."
Wow.
Even though he's the one that's dishing it out to her, so he instead of them talking about it, he just left her alone. Then she went to the next guy, and it's the same problem with the next guy. So if I know 3 or 4 guys that this woman dealing with, and the same problem with all of them for her is money, then she got an issue.
She
got an issue. Yeah. So they just leave her, and it shouldn't be about the money, whether it's equal or less than. It shouldn't be about the money.
Yeah, and I always feel that, a person that gets down like that, they're the losers. They'll end up losing out on life.
Because it ends up later on. She may have only been making $30,000 when you met her, but 5 or 60 years down the line, she could be making way more than you.
That's right. You never know.
You never know.
What doors may open
what
up
they
for
call
that
it, missed opportunity.
And you know what I would say to her? Good for your ass. Good for your ass. But it's like you just said. 5 years later, he can own the damn place.
Yep.
And that just shows that that person is shallow.
Very.
And I could be wrong. But you know how men are. I don't think I've ever known a man who didn't want to talk to a woman because she made less than him. We go to McDonald's right after the show.
It's something like that. They don't want to It's quite a few
men.
Yeah, that don't want to date women that's not on the same level. Yep, I come across a few.
That's good. You've come across a few,
I've come across a few.
Yeah.
And then I've also come across some that don't want to date the woman that making as much as them, or making more than them because it's a ego thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an ego thing.
I don't have that problem either. I don't have that problem. Above me, below, I don't care. Like I'm saying, we can go to Arby's right now. There's a girl behind doing fries, and she's got a nice smile, nice disposition, and a nice ass.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Because you take nice ass, and you're like, hey, what's your number? I don't care because 6 months from there she could be crew chief, and then 1 year after that she could be
the manager, the owner.
Exactly.
So, I like it where I can take. I like to strip the man of everything and just take the natural bone naked man. Because all those things that he's dressed up with can just fall off at any time.
At any time.
Yeah, the house, the car, the bank account, all that can be gone. But if you're just looking at the straight and naked man.
That's a good way to approach things,
Yep.
That's good. That is good.
It is.
Yeah.
So he got but anyway. Yep. Something to think about.
Something to think about,
Commercial time. Commercial time.
Is it commercial time already?
Yeah.
All right.
They just coming just like this.
They do. But folks, don't go anywhere. More juicy adult topics right here on TV 1061 and Bedroom Chronicles. When we come back, we're going to find out, would you snitch on your best friend's mate when we return?
Hell yeah.
Join our network and broadcast your event live across the continent. Come to our studio and film and stream your talk show, sitcom, showcase, and broadcast it worldwide. Combine multimedia with your live stream. Independent filmmakers, show your movie and afterwards interview your cast live. Sponsors, advertisers, I'm talking to you. This is your chance for global exposure. These are very exciting times we live in. Traditional TV is all but a thing of the past. TV 1061 is now on the Roku platform with a viewership of 46 million and counting. Roku is an industry leader in internet TV. It is the most popular and fastest growing internet TV platform. If you are interested in developing and streaming your own show or movie, or coming in as a sponsor or an advertiser, please send your contact information with a short description of your interest to 1061tv@gmail.com. Thank you.
See y'all later. Bye. Hi, I'm Michael Cowell, your funniest man on the planet, and you're watching TV 1061, your global network. Stay tuned, because that's how they do it over here. Big time party. All right, see y'all later.
Welcome back to Bedroom Chronicles. So the next topic is, would you snitch on your best friend's significant other? Okay, so here's an example. I was thinking, as always, you like to chop it up behind the scenes. Did this ever happen to me? I know it never happened to me, or someone I know, or did I see this on TV, or did I dream it? So imagine this. So you and I are best friends, right? Then you introduce me to your husband, and then we become best friends.
Mhm.
But you and I were best friends first.
Right.
Thick and thin, but then he and I become best friends. But then I see him with another woman at a lounge on the corner, all hugged up, drinks and all that. Just tell the story. Stop painting the picture. Do I come back and tell you? Or do I do that bro code and keep my mouth shut, or just approach him and be like, yo, that's really effed up, you doing her like that? Or do I be loyal to you because I met you first?
I'll do both. I would approach him and I would tell my best friend. Let me tell you, I think it's a certain way you should do it.
Okay, listen.
So let me tell you this one.
All right.
So this girl wasn't even a friend. She was just somebody I work with, and I didn't really socialize with her, but maybe every 3 or 4 months we might go out as a group of people and have a drink.
Okay.
So her and this man was living together. And I knew he was bisexual, but I didn't know that she was. So I was driving down Candler Road here in Georgia, and I saw him kissing another man at the bus stop. So I went back. When I went back to work, I said, what would you do if one of your friends told you they saw your man kissing another man?
Okay, you worked it like that.
Yeah, that's how I did it. She said, oh, if it was me, I wouldn't do nothing because I probably already know. So I ain't said nothing.
she already said she would already.
She already know. So it was okay.
Yeah, you got off the hook that one. Yeah. Okay.
Now I had another friend that was really close, and her husband were married for years, and I think I told her before they got married, I told her he was cheating. But she didn't pay attention to it. Or maybe it wasn't something that she wanted to hear. So then she go ahead on and marry him, and then they stayed married for 25 years. But he cheated the whole 25 years.
Wow.
But she didn't find out till the 25th year. And then she's devastated, but I'm like, I told you before you even married him, but you wasn't listening. So it's not for me to keep going and telling you.
Of course not.
No, my one time bringing it to your attention is this. So if you went on and did it, now you're devastated. You don't even remember me telling, but other people remember me telling them because they were there.
They were there.
Yeah. But then it's devastating. So it was really, really, really bad.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting back to the scenario I presented, I think that the only way that like I said, using you and I as an example, that I could salvage the relationship, because it's going to be broken with one of but that if I kept my mouth shut, that's a disservice to you and not being a friend. And if he's cheated now, he may stop or he may continue. He's going to get caught later on anyhow in life.
Yeah.
And the chances of him telling you, well, I've been cheating here and there, and Tacoma knew, he busted me like 5 years ago.
And
I don't
then
think
she's not gonna take that.
Yeah, he wouldn't say that, not unless he got busted, within days later, somehow. But that's a tricky situation. I would not want to be in.
Because it's a closed situation for me. But when the husband comes in to the sister-in-law or best friend and say, well, my wife asked for a divorce, but he's not going to say why she asked for the divorce. But you already know, but you didn't say anything to him, so he don't know that the wife may or may not have told the best friend or whomever. But it just make that person looks a little... You cheated. I know you cheated. Your wife know you cheated, or your girlfriend know you cheated, and you still don't want to own up to you cheating until something really drastic happens, and then you're gonna say, okay, I just didn't want to lose you, that's why I didn't tell you. But don't make it seem like it's something wrong with her by being suspicious or questioning you, and you keep denying when it's you all along. Just come clean.
Just come clean.
Yeah, just come clean. You caught, just come clean. Because she probably done called California Psychics on you.
Got that answer anyhow from Miss Cleo.
Yeah, that's right. Call her. Girl, she live right around the corner. She drive a blue pickup truck. She work on his job.
Yeah.
What? This she 5'7", long brown. Go up there. The one you see look like that. That's her.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah. Oh my God, I tell you. Talk about calling Miss Cleo. Call us here. We're live in the studio. Taking calls at 770-485-7724 on these juicy adult topics. Yeah, but that would be something, because I would be heartbroken, in that same scenario, that, if you found out and knew that I knew, I would just have to deny it, But I couldn't face you knowing that.
Right.
But, I would be mad at him because I walked into the same lounge, and busted him. Now, if you don't tell her within, 72 hours, I'm going to tell her, and it's going to destroy our friendship, but it's going to end anyhow. So.
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to date this guy. He's the bronze goddess that sent men in my bed. And true love is hard to find. Yeah. And he had this thing where if you didn't come and touch me, it wasn't me. So then we end up with this game called Truth or Consequences, where we would just sit down Saturday morning, he'd cook breakfast, and we sit in the kitchen and have breakfast and coffee, and I'm facing each other, and you have to tell the truth or suffer the consequences. You can't. So the consequences was it was always sexual. So I don't care how mad I was. If he cheated and he told me and I was mad, man, can you imagine performing oral sex and you mad? And you better do it the way you like it too, because you know you're going to be doing it differently when you're mad. You better not bite. So that's what's our truth or consequence. So I said, he had to say, well, I met this girl and I got with her, but we didn't go back so far and I can't get mad because it's our time for truth or consequences to clear the air.
That's some mature shit right there.
And then you just get some head and go on.
Going back,
Wow. After breakfast, you stay in bed the rest of the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it, like I said, that's my motto. If it works for you under the roof, then so be it. Who am I to say?
It's a good negotiator.
Okay.
Who going to deny some oral sex? Especially when you're telling the truth too. You've been out there cheating, and you gonna tell the truth and still get it. Oh yeah.
I know who won't deny it. Bill Clinton. Man, got the wheels turning up there. Okay, all right. Well, let me ask you this. Next topic is: would you object to if your man stripped, or in my case, would I object if my spouse stripped? The answer: hell, a resounding hell. Yeah, I'd be upset. I would object.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I thought you was gonna say yeah.
For what? Are you kidding me? Have other guys' eyes and hands in that whole atmosphere? No.
Cause she leaving with you.
No, I.
Oh, you're not going.
Going to the place and watch it?
Yeah.
Watch it go to hell no.
Really?
Hell no. It's just like these guys on on Instagram, and you got these models, and then sometimes it's their boyfriend and man that's taking the pictures, but these are just pictures. You're not touching them.
Right.
But sometimes they host what do you call those? Just parties, events. And the guys come through, and and they may not know she's got a man, and the photographer is her man. Then you got to draw these boundaries. But the answer for me is still no. I don't give a shit what anybody else is doing in their household. No, like let's say wifey's working at the bank, and then all of a sudden, first of all, why out of the blue would she come to me? I'm thinking about stripping.
So what if it was that you would, because we talked about stripping last week. So what if you just went to the club and you fell in love with a stripper? It's a song too, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a song. Thank you,
so
T-Pain.
what if you fell in love with one of them big bunky strippers, and the type that you say you like, and y'all get married, then you expect her to stop?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because.
But that's the job she had when you met her.
Well, then
Oh, so you can just pay her the salary she was making?
Basically, yeah.
Oh,
that's absolutely. So and again, being a man of a certain age, I wouldn't allow myself, because I know that would be a crossroad. That if we fell in love, then she would still this is my livelihood. I like doing it. I love doing it, and it's an issue with me. So I would be like, and I know she's not going to stop. No, she may, but why take that chance and fall in love?
Yeah,
that's
the attention that she's gonna crave.
Yeah. So no, I wouldn't fuck with a woman that strips for a living.
Really?
No,
Wow.
absolutely no.
Wow.
And again, if I had a woman and she wanted to strip, I would want to know why, you know, because if it's not a money thing, then what is it? You know, like you're not gonna. That thought doesn't just come to your head, you know. You don't wake up with that. You know, like, I've been working at a bank for 17 years. I feel like stripping, you know. So it'd be like, we need to talk. You know, do we need to talk? Obviously we do. And
just put a pole in the garage.
Yeah,
in the bedroom.
Yeah, in the bedroom. But I'm, so no. Other men's peering eyes and grimy and dirty fingernails and possibly touching her, and she's got to entertain them and sell that fantasy. Hell no.
And then come home to you.
And then come home to me. No, nope.
And might forget to shower.
Did I say no?
Yeah, you said no. You said hell no.
Yeah. Okay. And what about you? Do you have any girlfriends that their significant other stripped, the man that stripped, and how do they deal with that?
No.
Yeah.
No. I think I'd probably be the closest one that had a man that stripped, but that's in my bedroom.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking outside the bedroom.
No, not outside the bedroom.
Because like we said, the women at those lockdown strip parties, the women are just as grimy as all get out.
It ain't nothing like having a man with a pot belly strip for you. Yeah, shake that belly, baby. Come on.
Oh man, see, you enjoy life. I appreciate that. You enjoy life.
Yep. Shake that belly. You just be all happy and cheesing. Oh, she like my belly.
The small things that make you happy. I'm glad to see you smile.
Yep.
All right.
Nothing like it.
And then I don't care if she came home every night with $5,000, because then it would be me selling my soul.
Right.
Turning the other cheek, if you will,
right.
just because of the money. Still no. I don't care if I have to.
Yeah, money and everything.
Yeah, money. Yeah, I don't care if I had to work 23 hours out of the day to supplement the money if there was a shortage of money that she could be making there. Nope. I just couldn't do it.
So what's the next topic?
Can two people? I can't believe. Yes.
Oh wow!
All right, so if we love to share information to promote a healthy lifestyle with our One Love, One Life segment. I want you to start off first.
Well, today is real simple and easy. Just wash your hands.
Just wash your hands. Wash your feet.
And exit the restroom in a clean manner. Wash your hand at the sink, dry. You're supposed to wash your hands for a certain amount of seconds. Get that good rub in there. Pretend you're going to surgery, and then dry your hands off. And then you pull a clean napkin out of the little napkin holder and go to the door. Put that napkin on the doorknob and open the door, and then ball it up and throw it in the trash can that's by the door. So,
these tips, disinfect, if you can find any disinfectant wipes.
Yeah, they got sanitizer everywhere
now. And just and even before the pandemic, I used to use carry in my car and at my desk, the hand sanitizer. I was doing that, before the pandemic.
Right.
Pump gas. You don't want to accidentally touch your eye or your face after you touched a dirty, nasty pump.
Right.
But just take care of yourself, sanitize, and of course to live life so you can enjoy the finer things of life, like sex, as I always say, and take care of yourself, because if you don't, nobody else will. Right. That's right. So we appreciate your viewership, and join us here next week. I won't do the Gilligan's Island theme. I won't do that. Join us here next week for another edition of Bedroom Chronicles right here on TV 1061, your global network. Good night.
Good night. That went fast.
Yeah, it did, right?
7:02.
Hey, I'm not in right now. Sorry. Leave me a message.
I just wanna love you. Meet me at the hotel room, or you can come over. So many things I wanna do to your body, driving me crazy. I just wanna love